Podcast that we haven't named yet. I'm Steven, and who's this we have right here? Who are
I'm
you?
Rissa.
Rissa. You
I'm
guys,
that song.
what a great song! What a great opener.
I'm Rissa. We're siblings. If you didn't already know that.
Yeah, we're
But I
back.
feel like we had to clear the air with that weird music, you know.
You always gotta clear the air just to make sure. You don't want to end up on that siblings or dating website.
Exactly. We used to have a YouTube channel called Baby Pierce. And we used to do some sort of movie related content and reaction videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of our genre, our area. We're familiar with it. It's not too new, you know.
This is us getting back into it. I feel like we haven't talked about movies and stuff in a long time, but I feel like lately we have been going to see a lot more movies than usual.
We have.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a good time to get back into it. We've been wanting to do it.
Yeah. We just, for me personally, been wanting to start a podcast where I can yap. You know?
Yeah, I personally I like listening to you yap. I feel like I feel like when you get on your roll, I feel like it gets better and better every time. And like,
When do I yap?
I don't really know.
Like
It's
when
just,
I would stream, I would yap, or no?
well, when you
or
stream,
just-
you yap, but
Just
like
right now when I yapped.
just when you yap in general at any moment in time, I'm just like anything can come out, and I'm here for it. Like I don't know, I like it.
exciting.
When I yap though, I feel like I have no idea where I'm going with my yapping. So it's not
That's the
good.
best kind of yapping. It can go anywhere.
I feel like you always have a purpose with your yapping. Mine is just like, it's just like, what? Nah, we gotta shut this fool off. But he's gonna get canceled or something like that.
There is no purpose with my yapping. So that is good that you think there is a purpose. But also I have my yapping mic today.
Where did you get that mic? I've never. I just
What do you
thought
mean?
about that. I was like, wait, when did she get that mic?
I used to use this mic when I streamed, and I had like issues with it. I don't really know what the issues were, but oh no. Okay. This mic is not good for me screaming like when I play video games. Okay,
just,
I
like,
would
cuts out?
scream. Yeah, it would cut out. And this is my streaming mic, and this is much better for screaming.
That's so random.
So I just found a different purpose for this one. I use it when I'm making music and stuff, and I can hear myself yap in my, as like a direct monitor. So it makes the yapping experience better because I know what I sound like, and I don't.
So when
yeah.
you use that mic, you use your music for it. Is that what you just said?
I use this mic when, like that one song I showed you.
Yeah,
I
okay.
use this mic. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And
so,
because I have a interface, so I can like plug in my guitar too. Which I just found out. That's why I started, and it goes straight into my iPad.
do you have a music name? What's your music name?
No, that's actually something
It's
I
like
don't.
secret.
No, I don't know. Like it keeps me up at night. It's something that keeps me up at night because, and I'm not even kidding. I think about it. I go to sleep and I'm like, what would my name be? Because I could use my full name, Clarissa. But I don't know if I want to dox myself yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I stream as well.
That's
I
tough.
I don't know. Or should I just be Rissa? Rissa P.
That keeps me up at night.
I don't know.
Like, not with music, but like with the name of this podcast.
Yep, I don't know.
It made me so mad because Thursday and Friday at work, I wasn't like super busy, but I was pretty busy. And I was like, I had the whole day to think of a podcast name. And I legit couldn't think of crap.
You
Like,
couldn't get nowhere.
Chat GPT wasn't even helping. Like,
That's a
like,
new low.
It is a new low. I was like, Dazzling Film Diaries was all it was giving me.
Dazzling Film Diaries. That's a crazy name.
It's
Well, I
like
guess-
Dark Room Movie Discussions. That's another one it gave me. But I was like, I don't know if we're dark. We don't have the lights off.
Yeah, we would have to change the vibe. We would have to change our room setting.
Like Game of Thrones backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
If we were dark room.
Yeah, that's a little, Yeah, I don't know. Names are hard because, like, it always sounds cringe, you know. But you just have to be
Everything sounds
confident
so
in
cringe.
it and be like, yeah, this is my podcast name, and people will go along with it. But it's hard because this is our first episode. We don't really know what we're going to be doing. Are we talking just about movies? Are we talking about TV? Are we...
We're talking mainly
music.
about movies and stuff. But we can talk about everything. Like it's really just pop culture. Like I feel like that's what it should be, but like more focused towards movies.
Yeah,
but
okay,
like
okay.
it could be really anything.
And also, we don't know. Is it just gonna be me and you? Is it gonna be Josh? You know, we don't know yet the vibe. So I think it's okay that we don't have a name yet. But hopefully by the end of this podcast, so we can put it up, we will have a name.
Yeah, true. I was thinking. I'm looking at like the Discord thing. I'm like, dang, does Daka know anything about movies? I feel like
Yeah,
he
we
does.
could have Daka in here.
But I was like, that'd be fun to have like random special guests, Daka or
Daka is
whoever.
awesome. I ask
Yeah.
him sometimes, what should I watch? Because I just finished watching Game of Thrones, and I'm like, what should I watch next? I feel empty. And he gave me a bunch of TV shows, and I didn't watch any of them.
Didn't watch any of them. That's hilarious.
But he has the knowledge, you know?
Yeah. See, I've
He's
been
like
in
an
so many different
encyclopedia.
phases of like watching a TV show on the trampoline, and then I'll be like, hell no, I ain't watching no freaking TV show on the trampoline. I don't have the like capacity in my brain, so I'll play a game on the treadmill, and then I'll get hella bored of that, and I'll like go on to something else. But yeah, I haven't watched a TV show.
Do you get bored watching
I think it's,
TV on the
since
treadmill?
June. On the treadmill, yeah, I have to watch on the trampoline.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but if I'm watching on the trampoline, I get like my heart starts racing. I could have a heart attack, like certain shows, if it like makes me nervous. Cause I get really nervous. I get into them too much.
We're watching scary shows.
Well, I just watch whatever really Josh recommends,
Oh.
and they're all
I'm just
Apple
kidding.
TV stuff. I know.
I'm just kidding.
It's true. It's like they're good, but it takes like 4 episodes to actually realize.
Yes, Josh is an Apple TV nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And like anything Apple TV, he's obsessed with. And partially, Daka recommended me some Apple TV shows, and that's why I was just like, I don't feel like it. Because I know what I'm getting into with that. But I'm sure there's some good ones, but the ones I've watched with Josh, that Josh has recommended, I'm so bored.
Which ones are those? I'm curious.
There's the one with, is it Idris Elba?
Oh, the airplane one?
Airplane.
The one where they're on an airplane the entire like 6
No.
or 8 episodes.
Maybe it's not Idris Elba.
Hijacked?
Hijacked. They're stuck in, is it like a lighthouse?
Heck no, no.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I think it has one of the girls that Josh is like obsessed with. She's like a Bond girl or a Mission Impossible girl.
Oh, is it Vanessa Kirby? Just because you said
No.
Mission Impossible, but
Okay,
I'm not
I
sure
have-
who you're talking about.
I have to look it up
Okay, do
because
that.
it's really bothering me.
Because I watched a show called Hijack that Josh recommended, and it's only 1 season, and legit the whole show is this guy getting on an airplane that gets hijacked, and that's the entire season, and it's actually it's really good. Like 4 episodes in, you realize that like you saw the best parts of the show, and the rest of it is just really stupid.
Yeah.
But the last episode just pisses you off. It's like, what is it called? Trap? Where like, where like people on the plane just start being really, really dumb. and like it makes no sense at all. But maybe that would happen. Maybe that would happen. But you should watch that. I'm curious on your thoughts on that. That was actually a decent show. I'm trying to think of the other one that Josh had me watch.
You've seen it, Silo.
Yeah, I have seen Silo. That doesn't
Okay.
have Idris. That's funny.
Who is in it?
I have
It's that girl
no...
though. Oh shoot! I clicked on the episode. Well, okay, let me look it up now. I was just looking through my watches on that Apple TV app.
Yeah,
Silo has.
Rebecca Ferguson's the big girl. No, she's
Yes,
not that big.
she's
But she is
Rebecca
Tom Cruise.
Ferguson.
Or
Yeah,
she's in
she's in-
Dune.
Josh is obsessed with her.
Yeah, that show. That's one of the shows I was thinking of because it took 3 to 4 episodes for me to actually like it.
Okay, yeah. I gave up. Episode 2. I gave up.
No, I almost gave up. I watched. Well, I took a nap through the first 2, and I woke up and I was like, "What is going on in episode 5?" I was like, "Let me just rewatch them all on the trampoline." And actually, like, it turned out like really good.
Really?
Yeah. I was bummed that there wasn't another season, but they're mid doing another season, but it has a lot of like things that you wouldn't expect, but I guess it's based off of a book or something. It kind of it has Hunger Game vibes to it, which is
I do like that
nice,
genre,
so-
like dystopian. The world is ended. But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try. I need something more. I don't know.
I feel that. Like when Josh says defending Jacob, I'm like, heck, no, I ain't gonna watch that crap. Courtroom scenes. I'll just watch freaking Judge Judy on TV or something. I'm not watching that.
What? That's crazy. That's
That's
actually
true.
crazy.
It's true.
I don't know. I just finished watching Game of Thrones, so like everything is pretty boring after that. And like I just go back and watch the same shows over and over again. Like I'm gonna rewatch Daredevil.
I always want to do that.
Just because I miss it. And that's one of my favorite shows.
I always want to rewatch Daredevil, and then also like I want Sam to see Stranger Things.
She's never seen Stranger Things?
She's only seen season 1, and she didn't even like that. Which I feel that because it took me like the whole season 1 to actually get into Stranger.
Like, you watched Stranger Things pretty late too. I don't understand
Yeah.
that. Like I was hooked episode 1. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I wasn't hooked. It
Well,
took season 1.
you were a little
and
scared,
then-
no?
I was a little bit, and then like that last season of Stranger Things was like maybe one of my favorite like TV shows I've ever seen.
It was so good.
Like I didn't think it was gonna be that good. I thought it was gonna be like absolute
The
baloney.
music.
Yeah,
I missed that time.
the music, people's bones just
Yeah, it was
like
scary.
I was like, what the? Yeah, the
was good.
music running up
was
that
really
hill
good.
was like made to
Just
be
the vibe.
so
Stranger
iconic.
Things has the good the music, the vibe that even their score, you know, like that vibe. Oh, it's so good, and I miss it. Like I want to live there. Not really, but I do.
Yeah, no, I want to rewatch it, but I wish I could rewatch it like the first time ever again. Like I feel like it's not gonna hit the same, but like I'm starting to forget things that happened, so I'm hoping like next time I do watch it before season whatever 5 comes out that I remember that I like. I don't know that
Yeah.
it gets hyped for me again.
Yeah. That is something that's really annoying about new, or I guess like modern TV now, is it takes years and years to have a second season come out. Like, when did that season come out?
It had to be
2020?
COVID.
Yeah, I
right?
feel like it was COVID time.
How has it been?
We're
that
almost
long?
we're almost 5 years and we still haven't got another season. Like back in the
Yeah.
day, they used to be pumping out seasons like
Yeah, like the next
spring and fall. Yeah. And they got 20 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it was cheesy, but it was still good. Like,
Yeah, I do hate that. Like 8 episode seasons. Like it just
oh,
bothers
it's
me.
so annoying. Even like 8 episodes is so bad. Now that like 12 feels generous. They're like, oh, thank you. But yeah.
It
it's
especially
terrible.
bothers me for Star Wars shows. Like you have one filler episode and it just ruins the whole season for me. I feel like you need to have like a complete story or your TV show is just hot garbage for me.
You don't like filler episodes?
I want to skip them. Like I feel like I just got my time wasted. Like if
What
it
show are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Mandalorian.
Oh.
I feel like season 1 was good,
I don't even
but like
remember.
half of them were filler episodes.
Yeah.
Like half of them where Baby Yoda gets kidnapped, Mandalorian has to find him.
Same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and then season 2 actually had a real story, and then season 3 was the most pointless garbage I've ever watched in my life because
Really? I haven't watched it.
it's
I
just
think I watched season 2.
because it doesn't make any sense. You did because that's when Luke Skywalker. was in
Okay,
it.
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, but season 3, I just hate that the whole Luke Skywalker comes for Grogu, and then season 3 they're back together. I just it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, there's like a big plot hole, or they just like want you
Or
to assume what happened.
we see what happened in one episode of Boba Fett,
Oh.
and Grogu just chooses.
Right,
to
but
go
if you
back.
don't watch Boba Fett, you don't know.
Yeah, you won't know a single thing.
Yeah, that's annoying.
But it's just annoying because like they set up the whole Luke thing. Like, give us a whole season of like Luke and Grogu. Like, just call it that. I don't know. And then get
Yeah.
back into Mando 3. I don't know. I just
like,
hated
why
that.
set those things up if you're not gonna do anything else with it?
Yeah, exactly. We were all the fans were so excited for that, and then also you spend $200 million on the Acolyte. Which
Oh
was
my
just,
god!
Like,
And then it gets canceled.
they're just wasting money.
Yeah.
Star Wars just bothers me.
I was gonna say they probably don't want to spend money on like the rebuilding of Luke's face, but like,
He looks so good in Boba Fett because they hired some guy that did deep fakes on YouTube.
honestly, like, I feel like Sebastian Stan?
Yeah.
He played the Winter Soldier. Like, haven't you seen those pictures of him? Like,
Yeah,
he looks like Mark
He's-
Hamill when he was
that's
younger.
good enough for me.
Right? Like,
I
they
would
could just
take that.
cast him, and like, we understand it's not going to be perfect, right?
Yeah,
It's
there would be the people
it's not
that are
real.
mad.
it's we know he's an actor. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. We rather have that than nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Or a botched CGI face, a deep fake.
I would love for Luke to show up in the new Mando Grogu movie. That'd be cool. Because that's coming out 2026 in May.
Oh,
That's
right.
the first new Star Wars movie.
Isn't the name like the Mandalorian and Grogu?
And Grogu. Yeah.
It's so bad.
Such a bad name.
It's really bad. It
it makes sense, but
It
yeah.
makes sense. I don't know. It just feels like a disconnect. Star Wars has such good names.
Mm-hmm.
Return of the Jedi, like The Empire Strikes Back. Like, you couldn't think of something creative.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. I guess because it's not in one of the like trilogies or whatever. But like, still, it's a little silly, and I wish there was some more thought put into it. But it's okay.
Yeah, it seems like a rushed idea. For Mandalorian season 3 bombs, let's just make a movie and throw Grogu in it because the casual
Yeah,
audience will all
I
see
think
it.
I think so. Like, it's hard to not judge Disney for those things too, because they are Disney, and it's hard to not look at everything they do and be like, is this just a money grab project where you know that everyone loves Baby Yoda and they want anything involving him? That is this really just like a money grab? you know that people will go see it because of him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't
I got
know.
a question for you. I had a question for you.
Okay.
So, you have $12. Okay, you got $12.
Okay.
You can only go see one of these movies. Okay. I think they changed the title. It used to be called Superman Legacy. But
Is
it's
this the new Superman with
the Superman with James Gunn?
James Gunn?
Okay, you can only see one of these 3 movies. Okay, you have $12 to see it in XD, but you're broke. You're on the street. You just got $12 from a dude.
Okay.
They're all
okay.
3 of these movies are in theater. Superman Legacy, Avengers Doomsday, the one with Robert Downey Jr., and Batman 2, the new Matt Reeves one. You can only see one of them. The other 2, you're just gonna have to be left in the dust.
Okay, I'm a big DC fan. I don't want to see the James Gunn one.
You don't want to see it?
No.
Oh my! I actually thought you were gonna pick that one.
I'm not a fan of James Gunn. He's a good hard worker, storyteller.
Good hard worker. It's hilarious. He's a construction worker.
Like everyone says, I think like I saw something where someone said that like he runs things well, like on set.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't like him.
What is it? Do you not trust him to do Superman, or like you just hate his style? Because I feel like he definitely has a certain style. Like I honestly, I like.
Did he work
his
on the
style a
Flash?
little
I
bit.
forget.
No. he
Okay,
didn't.
I
That was the guy
yeah.
who did it.
He hurts my feelings, James Gunn.
What do you mean?
We have personal beef, you know? Like everything
Okay.
that happened in the DC universe,
Because
know,
he took
with-
over and he reset it. He's like,
yeah, and like just like he's had some problematic tweets and stuff,
that's true. That's true.
pedophilia stuff, related stuff where I don't like him.
He deleted the tweets though. He's good to go. He's Mr. Beast.
And no, he got fired from everything, and
got
then
fired, they brought
he
him
got
back,
rehired. And they were like, "Well, we're gonna show accountability. We're firing him," and then everyone else rehired him. So it was just like,
Wasn't it like he got fired from Disney and then
Yeah.
DC's like, this is our opportunity. Let's
Yeah.
hire him for Suicide Squad.
yeah, and then he got
Disney
rehired for.
is like, you know what? Guardians 3. Let's rehire
Okay,
him.
right. He worked on Suicide Squad, the second one.
Uh-huh.
I think he could have fun with DC. I don't know if I trust him with Superman.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, not interested in that movie. Not interested in him.
That's
Cut out.
surprising.
Honestly, I've kind of been like, we were big Marvel fans, right? Well, everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone's a big Marvel fan. It's not special.
It's not special.
It really isn't
That's
special.
true. That's
you
true.
know?
It's true.
It's pretty normal.
Yeah.
But we were kind of crazy. Like I'm rewatching I rewatched Iron Man 1, 2 and 3 and then watched the first 2 Avenger movies, and then last night I watched Civil War.
How did those first 2 Avengers hold up? Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
Like watching
honestly,
them again.
not bad. Like I was thinking while I was watching these, and honestly, the Iron Man movies,
Those are good.
they age really well. Like
Yeah.
they're great movies where I was like, wow, like these are some of my favorite Marvel movies at that
Mhm.
time.
Same.
And
Same.
I feel like that era was peak Marvel.
That was the best ever.
Civil War.
We were so excited for
Avengers.
that.
We saw Civil War like 4 times in theaters.
I remember that. We saw it, and
And-
then the night with Dad, and then we alone went to go see it the next morning. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And like that time was just peak Marvel.
Mhm.
And like with Iron Man too, like Iron Man, the storytelling, it was so good. It wasn't like a bunch of pushed action scenes to like make money. I don't know, and like hype. And Iron Man was just like good movies. And I was like, this is hype. Like this is
Yeah.
peak Marvel. Where honestly, I'm like kind of in my Marvel era where I love
You're
Marvel
back?
again. Because I went through a hater era.
Is it Deadpool what brought you back?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm watching them again, but
Because I wasn't watching any Marvel. Like, I was like, I'm sick and
yeah,
tired of Marvel.
I'm sick of it.
And then
I'm
Deadpool,
mad.
I watched Deadpool, and the next day I was watching Infinity War. I was like, I need to get
Yeah,
hyped back
I
into
think
the
Deadpool
grind.
may be part of the reason, like, that I'm excited again, and like, there's hope for the Marvel universe, I guess. But also, part of it, I'm not even gonna lie, is the new Fortnite Battle Pass.
That's actually so funny. That's so random. I forgot about that with Marvel crap going on.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Did you buy a skin? Is that what happened? Did you buy a Marvel
I bought
skin?
the Battle Pass.
Okay. What is that like? Does that give you like a certain skin? Or, like,
You get Gwenpool, 2 like variations of Gwenpool. You get War Machine and the Iron Patriot, which is just him, different name, colors. And then you get a banana skin that is Wolverine.
that
like a
is
banana Wolverine.
So random.
It's kinda
That's
funny. But the cool thing is you get Emma Frost, and she's really hot. If you know Emma Frost in X-Men. And you get her like crystal form as well. And I don't remember, but honestly, I just want Emma Frost. So, yeah.
Oh.
And I bought the Deadpool skin because I never got in the other Battle Pass, and I really wanted it. So, yeah, that's been hyping me up. So honestly, back to your question, I'm pretty excited for the
Forgot
new
about my
Marvel
question.
like Avengers movie.
Doomsday?
I am
Yeah.
like I'm pretty excited. I'm probably more excited for that than Batman right now.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think about Batman, my heart warms up. Like I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So I'm probably
I feel
gonna say Avengers.
that.
Because
Yeah, I get that.
but I want to Batman's a close second. I am so excited for Batman and what they're gonna do. Are they gonna do the Joker with Barry, whatever, Sabrina Carpenter's boyfriend?
Is he Sabrina Carpenter's boyfriend? What the heck?
Yeah,
That's gotta be like
Yeah,
a
he-
foot difference.
and like he was in Saltburn, which he's really good in
I
Saltburn.
thought you were gonna say
He-
Eternals, but
He is in Eternals. He's really cute in Eternals. That's like
Never watched
scrap
it.
though. Really? I watched
that's
it. It
how
was
like
pretty-
down bad I hated Marvel. I was like, this
Yeah,
crap
I watched
looks
that at home
garbage.
for sure.
Yeah.
Didn't go to the movies, but waited for like Disney Plus.
You know what? I did watch Far From Home 2 the other day. Spider-Man, the second one. With
That's what I'm watching
Mysterio.
next after Civil War. I'm
Oh.
excited. Old Mysterio's in the Fortnite Battle Pass,
Oh, really?
and he's pretty hot.
Jake
yeah.
Gyllenhaal version? I'm just kidding.
It doesn't show his face.
Yeah,
It's just a little
funny.
bottle. But yeah. What was I saying?
You were talking about Barry Keogh
Oh yeah, Barry Keoghan.
or whatever.
He's in this movie Saltburn. If you watched it, you'd
I
probably
didn't.
be like, "This is disgusting."
I
Just because
because
it's cringy. There's parts where it's hard to watch, but it's a little violent, and weird. It's just weird. It's just a weird movie, but he's freaky in it. So
I don't know. I felt like what you were talking about, like perverted stuff. I thought I was gonna give you some music.
oh my god, that actually scared me. I thought you were cutting me off. You're like, we're actually gonna take a break.
We can get an ad break. I'm sorry.
No, he's freaky. I'm excited for him to be the Joker, if that's where they're going, because he's freaky and he's scary. So that's all I'm saying is I'm excited. I love Robert Pattinson's Batman. I loved every Batman.
Everyone was saying like that they're gonna do Mr. Freeze. Where was that coming from?
Ooh, that's exciting.
Like that's what I was hearing. Like
I just
everyone
love-
was making like mock posters, and it was like Mr. Freeze, and like I feel like Matt Reeves said something teasing Mr. Freeze, maybe.
I'm so excited. The thing is with Batman is that the Batman universe, just Batman and his little world, is so much more exciting to me than anything in Marvel. And I know that just contradicts everything I just said about which movie I
I
would
was
pick.
just thinking that.
But all the
just kidding.
villains, all the stories, and Batman are so much more interesting to me than anything in Marvel. And any character in Marvel. So I'm kind of like, anything they do with the Batman movie, I will be so excited for. Any villain, like, I'm so excited.
I feel like Batman and Spider-Man are just still the top. Like,
Yeah.
Like, they have all the villains.
They're
Like,
always
they
going to be more iconic. And
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
like-
And, like, it just bothers me that still, like, the MCU can't, like, Sony says that they can't use all the villains that Spider-Man has. And then they're making all these, like, side stories with Kraven and Venom. Like, how good it would be if the MCU let, or if Sony let, like, actual Marvel go ham with Tom Holland's villains, like, bringing them in. I don't know. I just feel like it would be so much better. And then instead we're getting, like, Madam Web and garbage like that. I didn't even
Did
see
you watch it?
Madam Web. No, did
I
you?
didn't either. No.
Oh, okay. I've heard some people say it wasn't that bad.
I've
but
heard
that's-
people say it's kind of funny and, like, kind of
Yeah.
cool, kind of camp. But
Camp?
camp.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang, you just taught me a new word. It's Kemp. I was getting excited. But
Excited for a new word.
yeah. I was getting excited for a new word. Like, but going back to Doomsday, what do you feel about the Robert Downey Jr. thing? And then also, were you super excited as I was to see the Russo brothers come back? I feel like they're kings. I feel like they're absolutely the best at, like,
They are good
Marvel.
at what they're doing in Marvel. Yeah. Because when I was rewatching those movies, you know how they cameo in every movie they're in or whatever? I was like, oh, there he is.
What? I actually didn't know that.
And then, I don't know if that is true, honestly. I could be lying, but
You're probably right.
they're in
No,
most of their
no.
movies, right?
I remember because I forget their names. Joe and Anthony, I think.
Yes.
But I remember in Endgame they were having, like, they have, like, the round table thing with Chris Evans. Like,
Yes.
And Joe, I think he's a chubbier one. I think he was, like, in there crying, like in the, like, circle where
Yes,
they,
he's
like,
in
share, like, their
therapy
drugs
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I
yes.
remember
See?
that.
He's in there, and then in Civil War, it's like a very small thing. He's like, you know, Zemo. He like sneaks in. He sneaks his way into
Zemo, I forgot about
Shield.
that fool. Yeah.
He like plays this doctor role in Shield. He's like He's like asking Bucky questions or whatever, but he like killed the original guy and is like pretending to be him. The original guy was the Russo brother, and they show him dead
okay.
in like a bathtub.
Oh, I remember,
And I was like, wait.
I remember that.
And there's like another one that I don't remember, but I was like, oh, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, every one of those movies that I've rewatched, I was just like, man, these were good movies. You know, these were the
They really were. They made, like, the Russo brothers make it an event. Like,
yeah.
I've never gone to, like, these movies, or at least the last two Avengers movies, Civil War. Like, they actually felt like they had the stakes that they deserved. Like, they just, I don't know. I've never been, like, in my seat and, like, you hear the music, like, the build up.
It's so
and all of
exciting.
that,
It's
like,
so exciting.
They're so good, so much better than whoever else they would have had. Like, they were gonna have like the Shang-Chi director doing the first newer Avengers coming out, and, like, I'm so glad that that's not happening. Like, I not that Shang-Chi, nothing against that movie. I actually love that movie, but, like, I just don't have faith in that guy, like, doing like a team up movie.
A big movie like that.
I hope
Yeah.
they use Shang-Chi in the Avengers. Like, I hope they don't forget about him, because I almost forgot about him.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that, like, towards the end of newer Marvel that were pissing me off, and like little plot holes, you know? Like, you remember, what was the end credit scene for Shang-Chi? Was Doctor Strange, right?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it, like, Wong?
then-
and yeah.
He, like, opening a portal for Shang-Chi and his friend, right? Aquafina's character.
I don't
And then
remember.
we get
Yeah.
Doctor Strange's movie. And like
that movie was
nothing.
hot garbage.
It was fun.
That might have been the turning point where like MCU
Where you
got
hated
really
it?
bad. Like,
But who
Sam
directed that
Raimi.
movie again? Sam Raimi, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got like it was kind of silly, like in a fun way. Like the silly transitions, like I think it doesn't fit Marvel, but
Mhm.
I thought it was fun. But
Bring him back to the Sony universe.
it was pretty bad. The story was pretty bad. Like nothing happened.
I was way too hyped for that movie, and I think that was like one of my worst theater
I was-
experiences ever.
I was way too hyped for that movie when the news came out on Twitter, like, oh, Sam Raimi's directing or whatever.
Like a
Doctor
dark
Strange.
horror film.
A dark horror, yeah. And it was not.
It was the Scarlet Witch's movie. I feel like.
And also what
And
they did with her
they
character.
didn't watch WandaVision, and they didn't watch WandaVision.
Yeah.
That was
It
bad.
was just a hot mess.
Sorry, what were we gonna say? What they did with their character?
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like, I don't know. It's just annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that bothered me so much. There's been a lot of just like terrible movies. I'm like, oh, they're gonna save the MCU with this one. Like Thor, what is it? Thor 3, Love and Thunder. That was like
Oh my god, I forgot about that movie.
That was just embarrassingly bad.
That was bad. This is what I hate about Marvel.
What is
Marvel
it?
Marvel has always been pretty funny, right? Iron Man. Okay, this is I'm remembering why I hate Marvel right now. New Marvel.
I need to hear this.
And it is James Gunn's fault.
What?
When I think about it,
Why? He
I
only
have
does
to-
the Guardians movies.
I'm getting pissed off. It's his fault because exactly
'Cause he made
it's
it goofy.
Guardians. There is a taste. Guardians of the Galaxy is goofy and it's tasteful, right? It's funny in a good way. I don't know why, but like after Guardians, I feel like every other movie they were trying to make it funny like Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
And like it doesn't have to be like that. And I feel like, what did you say earlier,
Thor? Oh.
just like the audience, like they like that, unfortunately. Like how it's not special to be a Marvel fan, right? And know everything. Like everyone is a Marvel fan at this point and knows everything. And they love that funny stuff, and I hate it. And they use it to make money, but now it has just gone badly. Like when you watch the older movies, they're still funny. Like Iron Man, he's quick and witty, and like it's just good. And he's funny, but it's not like the whole plot of the movie is him being funny. He's still very serious, still very dark in his own way. To make every story a joke almost, and like Thor Ragnarok was good. That's a good example of like a mix, I guess. But also, I don't know. Some of it was a little too silly for me.
I just
I
feel
don't
like
know.
That's like Taika Waititi didn't
Oh my God.
he didn't write Thor
Him.
Ragnarok.
Right.
And then they let him do his own thing on Love and Thunder. I feel like he's part of the reason why Marvel
is the
fell
problem.
off. He
is
is
the
so
problem.
annoying. He wants to cast himself as like every character, and he's like, I'm gonna bring myself into here and be a comedian.
You're
and
right.
then-
He is a problem. I forgot about
Yeah,
him.
the Russo
I was trying
brothers.
to think of who
Yeah.
was like being the problem.
It's him and Gunn combined. They like
It's Gunn's
influence these
influence.
directors.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, let's watch the past Marvel movies, and it's like, I don't know, like the Russo brothers or whoever was doing like the earlier. I don't even know who did like the earlier Iron Man movies. Was that Favreau, or is he just in the movies?
I think it was. Hold on.
Because I'm
I
not
think
100%,
so.
but like those are all like perfect amount of comedy, like just like little things that like
Yeah, Jon Favreau.
really those are so good. Like I love that he's doing the
He
Mandalorian
did
and
1 and
Grogu.
2, and then Shane Blake blank. I don't know his name.
Yeah. Well,
Shane-
Iron Man 3 wasn't the best.
Shane Black.
But like
Why
I
couldn't I
still
read
love
it?
Iron Man 3. I still
I
love
Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
I
it
think
gets
it's good
hated
to
on.
bring in new people too. Like,
Mhm.
I think it's good to give new directors or like people we don't use all the time new opportunities. But I think it is good to keep like the Russo brothers on the same storylines, you know, like the Avengers. Like,
Yeah.
you know, keep them on their Avengers plotline. They know how to handle it. We have the same
Mhm.
tone for, you know, these movies.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I don't know. Some of these people are just a little. And I get that they were trying to fix Thor. His first two movies are not that strong. But
Oh yeah, I forgot.
to make
yeah.
him a joke, I don't know. I did hate that in Endgame. They made him like kind
The
of a
fat
joke.
dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't.
That
really-
bothered me too.
wasn't
I
a
was like,
fan.
why is he like get chunky?
And I
then-
wasn't a fan. I wasn't really a fan of that whole Endgame plot for him because we just had Ragnarok where his whole plot was like, I don't need a hammer.
Mhm.
I don't need nothing. Like, I'm literally the god of thunder. But then in Endgame, he's like, hold on, pause. We gotta go make myself a new weapon. And it's like, you just did this whole thing where you don't need it. So
Yeah.
that kind of bothered me. And, you know, I haven't really watched these movies in a while. Like, I'm just rewatching them. So I'm a little unfamiliar. I'm sorry if...
That was the worst part of the
Yeah.
movie for sure. I just
Yeah.
rewatched that movie. That was like the whole like going to I mean, I still like laugh even when I watched it right now or a couple weeks ago I watched it and like him calling Rocket Rabbit just like that made me die.
He's funny.
Yeah. But oh my gosh.
He's funny in his own way because he's like kind of he's unfamiliar with the world, right? So
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
makes him funny. But to make him like a, I don't know, little chunky freak, and also the poor chunky freaks watching that movie. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. What are you? That's so random. The poor chunky freaks watching the movie is wild.
Yeah.
What's like the craziest movie experience you've ever had? Like, can you think back to a time where like you went into a movie super excited and it didn't meet your expectations,
And
and
it
then
didn't?
another time where it did meet your expectations? Either one. You can answer either one or both.
I don't know. My biggest, probably my favorite movie experience was like, I don't know what year this was, but Parasite. When I saw Parasite for the first time, I
can
went into
imagine.
it just hearing, like, people were just like, everyone, you need to go and see Parasite. And I went into it not knowing a single thing about it. I didn't even know that it was, like, that I would be reading the whole movie, right? Because I don't speak that language, right? I'm just,
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, what is going on? And I was so confused in the best way possible. And I went into that movie knowing nothing, and I came out of it like the biggest fan of that movie, and it was just so good. Like, I don't know, so much fun. But I don't know.
I don't even remember what happened in that movie, but I remember because you told me, you were like, you need to watch this movie, and like you can't be on your phone because you got to
Yeah.
read it the whole time. And then,
Yeah.
so I remember when I watched that movie too, I knew it was gonna be crazy. I knew some crazy stuff was gonna happen, so I didn't have the same experience as you. But
Yeah.
I feel like you guys were all telling me it was like really creepy.
It
And I
was kind of-
honestly, I don't remember what happened in it besides like some dude living in the basement.
I don't think it's creepy, but it's very like suspenseful, or it keeps you on your toes. You're like, oh my god, it makes
Yeah.
you nervous.
I need to
Um,
rewatch that movie now because I'm forgetting.
La La
what
Land
happened.
2 was one of those movies for me where I think we saw it the night it came out unintentionally, But we
Yeah.
did. We were just like, let's go to the movies as a family, and we saw that movie, La La Land, and I didn't really know anything about it either. And it was so good, like the story and everything, that I was like, wow, what an incredible movie, la da da da. I love seeing movies before I hear what
Mhm.
everyone else thinks about them, because that just ruins
True.
my opinion and my
That's true.
thoughts. But I don't know, those were some good movie experiences. Bad ones? I'm trying to think.
Just like those movies that end so depressing, I forget about them so fast. Like that, right? They didn't end up together, and then Little Women, like that one. Actually, they stay in my memory for a while, but they just piss me off and like give me bad dreams for a hot minute.
They give you bad dreams.
Like they give me bad dreams. Like why does that happen? Like why does that happen on Earth? Like they need to be together, and then
It's so sad.
like people are just dumb. And I'm like, it's only in movies, right? But then it happens in real life to like you, and then you're like, you're
Me?
depressed. No, I'm
No,
talking about
that-
myself.
Oh. I was like, me?
No, I'm not talking about you. But
Okay.
yeah. What were you about to
Oppenheimer, I went into that pretty excited. Was
I
pretty
didn't see
tired.
that.
I was pretty tired in that movie. It was a good movie. The score was really good. And it may be because I saw it in the uncomfortable movie theater where like my legs couldn't be up, you know.
Oh yeah, you went
I
to
was
the
constantly-
freaking ghetto.
Yeah, I was constantly changing my like sitting position because I was just uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like, I didn't come out of that like really happy. I'm trying to think of one I went in with like high expectations and came out like,
Did you hate Last Jedi the first time you saw it?
no.
Because I think that was the most
I
excited
cringed.
I've ever been for a movie. Because I took the day off of work. I was peeing all day. Like, I was, like, so worried I was going to take a pee during the movie.
Wait.
And so I drank so much water that I was, like, peeing all day. And then... and I didn't want to be dehydrated in the movie. And then I had to pee so bad in the freaking movie, too. Because remember, we saw that, like,
Which one are you
before it
talking
came
about?
out.
The last, did you say The Last Jedi?
Yeah, episode 8. We saw it,
Okay.
just me and you, actually. We saw it early on, like,
yeah,
a fan
yeah,
night.
yeah. Yeah,
I liked that movie a lot
I
on the
liked
first
it
time.
when it came out. I definitely cringed, you know, at
Your
The
mama joke in
Superman-
Star Wars?
the Superman
Yeah,
scene.
that
I
too.
cringed at that part, but I don't even remember the mom joke.
There was a your mom
with
joke at the very
Poe?
beginning. Yeah.
It didn't bother me at the time when I was watching it.
It bothered me. I feel like I looked at you and I was like, that don't feel like Star Wars. That's not in a different galaxy far, far away. That's here. I don't know. But I was like the most shocked I've ever been in a Star Wars movie. Because so many people died. Like, it was such a crazy experience.
So many people died.
Well, like, Snoke died. Was not expecting that
yeah.
to be
Like
cut
one-
in half.
Yeah, we
Luke
were expecting
died.
so much more with him, and then yeah,
Yeah.
Luke dies.
I was like
Snoke
so
dies.
pumped to see smoke. I was about to see smoke. To see Snoke, and then he gets chopped in half, and I was so happy. I was like, "Let's go!" Because Rey and Kylo were teaming up, and then once I got out of once I sat on it, I was like, "Now there's nowhere to go in
Wait,
Episode
what?
9." I was like, "Dang, they kind of just ruined everything."
Like, what are we going to now? Yeah, it was kind of exciting, like a big evil villain that we know nothing about.
Mm-hmm. That looked ugly and crazy and like wore a
And, like,
golden
I
robe. He
understand,
got money.
I understand, but also it like makes me mad, you know? Like I understand trying to I think I think that like the internet really ruined their movies. I swear. Like these people like were going somewhere and then it was so predictable that they changed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like that's why you need to just write the story. Like,
Write the story in
because they
full.
didn't have the story out. They were just going
Right.
episode by episode and letting the
Yeah.
director change it and write it.
I agree.
Just write the whole dang story like beforehand and don't change it.
Yeah.
At least have like a main story. Like you can change little things here and there, but like have an overarching storyline.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And, it's hard to go back to those movies now, but it's all good.
Though.
Yeah. I hope.
Yeah.
I just hope that whatever new movie that they're doing with Rey that's like 15 years after Rise of Skywalker. I just hope that they like it's. I hope it's good. It doesn't.
I'm
It like
so
has no
behind.
promises.
I don't even like because I've been so like anti Marvel new Star Wars. Like I just don't even know what's going on. I didn't even know they're making a Rey movie.
They are. They keep like delaying it. I feel like it was supposed to come out like 2025. Now it's 2026 Christmas. Now it might be even later than that because all these Avatar movies are in December.
Oh, and they want a December movie.
Yeah, even
They
though
wanna
Disney
compete with
owns
Avatar.
Avatar now.
Wait, why aren't they just like I don't know. I guess it's hard because they're both really good, make money. I haven't even seen the new Avatar. Have you?
I tried to watch it. I watched the first 30 minutes, but it's 3 hours long, and I was like, I'm not into it. So
Yeah, I have
turned
to
it
watch
off.
that on my couch.
I gotta watch that in the theater if I'm gonna actually pay attention to it. I was like folding laundry, and I was like, nah, this movie not catching my eye. I was like, I hate these blue people.
What's your movie where you went in like what you asked me? You went in with high expectations, came out with high feelings, or went in with low? Came out with low.
I feel like I just feel like Infinity War is just that peak experience for me. Like went in with the highest expectations ever, that like we were gonna see a battle and like tons of people die. Like that was my peak experience, I think, because we went with like a big group. If you remember, like I
Yeah.
feel like we went with like people from Cold Stone too. Also, like, oh my god, actually, just bringing it up real quick, seeing it with people from Cold Stone back in the day.
That was so scary.
That was
No.
like one of the best experiences, even though I had nightmares for like 2 or 3 straight weeks.
No, I actually had nightmares too.
I swear, didn't he come out of the fridge in one of the scenes, or am I just having bad like I swear there's a scene
There's a
where he
scene.
comes out of the fridge and like chases a dude. And
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
swear. I swear it's like one of the kids' his bone is like broken or something.
"Ah."
Or
I
he
remember this.
breaks his bone like that, I swear. But he comes out of like a small box and you're like, how are you supposed to... Oh my god, and he like his bones are like broken and he's like coming back to life, or I don't know. I don't know. I actually had nightmares about him. I had a dream. Did I ever tell you I had a dream? I have dreams within a dream. A lot of the time.
Okay.
I had a dream that I had just woken up, okay? From another dream. And I was like, man, that was a crazy dream. And I'm in my bed. And I turn around in my bed. And I'm under the covers. And Pennywise's face. He's under the covers
What?
with me. He's under the covers with me.
What?
Like right next to me. And I was like, oh my god. And I was so scared. And then I woke up for real. And I was like, what the hell? But I've had nightmares about him for real. And everyone is like, that movie is not even scary. For me, that movie is scary. I can't see a scary image. It comes with me.
No, I totally feel the scary image because, sorry, long legs. Do you remember
Yes.
the end of the movie? There's like that doll thing,
Yes.
and there's like, it like turns black or something underneath like the little
it's
veil.
Satan. Yes.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
in and out
And
the
it just
eyes.
has like orange eyes or something. Okay,
Yes.
so when I watched that movie, with you and everyone. Josh and Kaylin didn't come home right away. I don't know where the heck they went. But I was in the
They dropped
house.
me off.
Okay, they dropped you off. And then they probably went to Costco or something. Because I was alone. And I like, they have the room across from me. And it was pitch black. Because we got home like
Oh my god,
night.
wait, I actually remember because we went to Target with Mom after they came in the house. And
Oh, snap.
and we were thinking about you. We were like, Steven is home alone. And we were like, should we go scare him? And we were like,
Why?
no. We thought about it, but we didn't. Anyways, continue. I just remembered.
Okay, that's insane. I'm making sure that I don't go home after a scary movie after a while, or I'm hanging out with you guys
You come
after a
with
scary
us.
movie.
We
But,
were
like,
like, should we invite him?
Yeah, I was just happy because King was like walking everywhere with me in the house, and I was like, okay, I'm protected. And then I was just like praying. I was like, Lord protect me, Lord protect me. I was like, I know there's nothing here, but I'm still scared. And then, so I looked into that room, and I was like looking for orange eyes. Like I was just like, where
In the
is it?
darkness, right?
I was like, where is it? And then even when we were going to bed, when I was going to bed, not we, but when I was going to bed in the dark, because my room's just pitch black dark, I was like, I swear I could see the eyes. I was trying to make them out
Stop.
in the sky. And I was like, okay, it's not there. But that just left me so like creeped out. Like,
Okay.
I don't do well with scary movies
Me
at
too.
all. But there's a scene in It too where he's in the corner, like floating above a refrigerator, and it's kind of like orange-ish.
Is he a balloon?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. He's just like in the corner like this, like a monkey.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hate.
Yeah. I
Oh,
had
I
dreams
hate that.
about that scene, like
Now I'm
him
looking
in
at
my
my corners.
bathroom, like that when I was peeing. But
Like
oh
behind you.
yeah,
don't
real
even-
quick though, I've had every single time I have a dream, or even like I have a dream about a scary movie. It's me peeing in the dream.
Really?
I also die in the dream, but. Remember in our old house, our house we grew up in?
Yes,
When
yes.
There's the
the
thing,
window.
the window above. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas was always up there.
Were you really
Frickin-
scared of the Grinch?
Yes, the one with Jim Carrey
Yeah.
was like one of the scariest movies for me as a kid. That's what sparked my like fear. Of, like I was like, I'm not seeing scary movies, but yeah.
Oh no.
But I still see him. I
I had a similar experience with you with long legs where
Oh no.
like everyone wasn't really scared of it. Okay, I have to change how I'm sitting. This is serious.
Okay,
this is
I'm
so
scared for
serious.
you now. I'm scared. For you.
Long legs, I swear, sent me into like a psychosis or like some sort of like psycho mental state of mind because I was so scared. I was so scared. Like every night I was staying up till like 6 a.m. and getting
What?
like I was terrified.
When'd you sleep?
Like
Sorry.
I
Keep going.
couldn't sleep. I didn't want to. I was scared. Okay, so see behind me, I have Darth Vader, okay?
Yeah.
And like you said, that image of like Satan,
Oh no.
okay? And
You're
like
seeing orange eyes on Vader?
I see on Twitter too, like my Twitter is like full of like film stuff. And it's like Long Legs. Oh my god, Long Legs was such a good movie. Long Legs, there's like a bunch of hidden images of Satan in all the movies. And so I went through the thread and like I didn't realize some of them I realized, but like if you watch the movie again, there's a bunch of scenes with that dark image behind and like you didn't even know, you know? And it freaked me out, okay? One, because that movie just freaked me out. Because everyone is like, oh, it's not that scary, but to me it was really scary because I feel like I have a good intuition, you know, and like in that movie she has intuition, right, or whatever. She's like, that's the house, blah 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 blah, whatever. And I gaslight myself. I'm like, no. Sometimes I feel like I'm freaked out. I'm like, somebody's watching me or something. And I'm like, no. It's just in my head. But that movie was like, no. It's not in your head. It's real. Satan has been watching you your whole life and preying on your downfall.
I mean,
and
it's
so,
true. It's true.
It is true, and it was freaking me out, though, but it just made me feel like my whole life I have these, like, demons watching me, and it scared me, and, like, I had to close my closet door every night, because I would see that little devil, the little eyes in there. Everything that was dark, I saw the little devil in it, and it scared me so bad. When I got over that, then I remembered Longlegs' botched face, and it freaked me out. And I was just like, ew. And I just imagined him standing over my bed. And, like, I know he didn't do anything really scary. But there is that one scene where he's, like, choking her mom. And he's, like, on top of her. And he's, like, ah! And he's, like, pulling her, like... He's, like, pulling something around her neck. And it, like, scared me. Do you remember that? Yeah. It, like,
I
really
forgot about that part, but I remember.
It freaked me out. And so... that movie really scared me, and I was just like, somebody is watching me. Like, I couldn't go to sleep. And I would tell everybody, like, we'd play Valorant or something, and I'd be like, guys, I'm so scared. Like, somebody's watching me. Like, turning around.
We shouldn't be talking about this.
But, like, no, I'm okay now. Like, honestly, I've healed from Longlegs.
Okay, that's good.
Okay?
That's good. Me too.
I saw an edit of Longlegs to Brat, like, the new album Brat, if you know. And everyone talking like Brat Summer or whatever. There was like a Brat edit. I don't know what song it was.
Was it the one you sent?
Yeah, I sent it.
It was like a happy looking movie.
Yeah, and he was like slaying. He was like, I'm bumping that, whatever. And I was like, oh my god, I'm not scared anymore. And that healed me. So now I'm not scared. But yeah, that really freaked me out. And it was such a good movie.
What, Longlegs?
Yeah. To me it was.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it is about scary movies. I feel like I focus too much on like if it scared me or not, as whether it's a good movie or not. And I don't even focus on the plot. Like I don't even focus on the plot at all. And Longlegs, I was expecting
way scarier,
and I'm like, it wasn't that good of a movie. Like that, based on like my personal like thing, like it. Like, I actually had nightmares of it for, like, 2 straight weeks. Longlegs nightmares lasted a night. Like, I'm like, that doesn't do it for me.
Like, those are, like, completely different, right? Like, it is, like, a bunch of jump scares, I feel like, and, like, scary imagery. Where, like, Longlegs was, like, you really, like, pay attention to the story. It was just, like, I don't know. It just made me feel awful. And which also scared me even more because I was like, why do I feel so awful? I was like, oh my god, maybe I have a doll out there.
It makes you want to take a shower.
You know, I was like scared. I was like praying in my head. I was like, oh my god, God, please protect me from all these evil spirits. Like, I'm so scared right now. I was like, I'm going to go home and read my Bible and like study because I'm so scared. And it just like, I think because it was so realistic to me where I was like, that would happen. You know, there would be some freak like doing this somehow and like playing with Satan and like messing with people. It seemed very real to me where like Pennywise isn't that real to me. Like it's something that's gonna keep me up at night still, but that one like stuck with me where I was like, I'm so scared of everything.
No, I feel you though, because when you saying like I want to read my Bible, like every single time I see a scary movie and I have a nightmare, I feel like we see scary movies on like Saturday, trying to during the day. Like the next day I'm at church and I swear I'm like, where's the demon possessed person? I'm like, there's gonna be someone here that's demon possessed. And I was like, in some reason, like Dad's gonna be like, cast them out, Stephen. And I'm like, what the heck? Like it just like creeps me out. I'm like, there's like God. After that movie, because I saw that movie. Now it's like preparing me to like be like, you're the one that's gonna identify it. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh. And it just like freaks me out. And that happened last year. Like after I saw, I think it was The Barbarian. Like,
I don't want to stay at Airbnbs anymore.
Yeah, it was just like a perverted movie, I feel like. It wasn't even that scary, but like Oh my gosh. Like I still see that lady sometimes. I see like, oh my god.
Really? I don't even know what she looks like, but she was weird.
She's a big tall lady with boobies swaying like
She,
this.
yeah, it was gross. That movie made me like hate boobs. You know?
Yes, exactly. I was like disgusted. I was like,
I was
I
like,
don't
I
think.
never want to see boobies ever.
Yeah, I was like, I never want to see a woman, ever again. Like,
I never want to see a naked woman or any boobs ever again.
yeah, exactly. I was like, I all of a sudden am like a tiny boob person.
You're so real for that. No, I actually feel you on that. That movie freaked me out. Like,
Yeah, I was like, I swear those were like machines, like, and then there was that perverted dude that
oh yeah, the
shot
incest
himself.
boy.
Like, it just,
Oh
yeah.
ew.
But
Oh,
yeah, I don't
yeah,
even want to
yeah.
talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, do you want to talk about some movies? I don't know what movies you've seen so far
This year.
this year, but just to real quick, I have a list of movies that have came out this year,
Okay, yeah.
and a list of some movies that are coming out later in the year that I'm
Ooh.
hyped for as well. We are an hour in already. I'm not sure how long
Ooh.
we should go into this,
Yeah, we
but
should probably end it soon.
real quick, Mean Girls. Did you see
That
Mean
came out
Girls?
this year?
That was a
bad.
January movie.
That was bad.
Bad? Okay. Cause I was just thinking of, I just looked at this
Musical.
list of movies and I was like, I haven't seen a crap. I've only seen
I
this
saw that
stuff
movie.
this summer.
Okay.
But Lisa
2024.
Frankenstein, I did not see that movie.
I haven't seen that one, but I am going to watch it. I plan on watching it, so.
Okay. Madam Web, I didn't see that. Came out in March, I believe, or February.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix right now, so I think I might try to watch that at some point because it just seems interesting. It seems
We'll
like
talk about it in
everyone,
the next
like that
podcast.
2000. Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Dune Part 2.
Have you seen Dune 1?
I did. I saw Dune 1 and 2. Sorry.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
I did watch
yeah.
both of them. I watched.
You didn't like
Dune-
it?
Dune 1. I didn't mind Dune 1. I thought it was okay. I watched it on the trampoline. Thought it was fine. Dune 2 was a lot better, but I just can't get into that franchise. I don't know what it is. I see the similarities to Star Wars. Like I see Timothy, whatever, is Anakin of that storyline, and like
Right.
he's going to go bad. At least that's what it seems like. But I don't know. I couldn't
You're
get into
not
it.
a fan.
I couldn't get into it at all.
Yeah. I loved it. I rewatched the first one and then watched the second one, and I loved it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
When I first watched it, I wasn't really. I don't know. Maybe I was in like my depressed mindset where I don't know what was going on and like I wasn't really following it. But when I watched the first one again, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And maybe because like I've really been on this like fantasy kick where I just love fantasy. And I was like, this is cool. Like I really liked it. And to like see it alive and stuff, like it was just really cool. But honestly, I don't really remember all that much about the second one. I just remember loving it. And
I remember the
Nisana
fight scene at
Gaib.
the end was like my highlight, where he was fighting the white dude
yes,
and said
yes.
something about like taking that girl.
Yes. Oh my god, Timothy.
if he
You're
wins the
pissing me
fight.
off. Yeah. Leaving
and Zendaya
Zendaya.
being pissed.
Yeah. Okay, I remember.
Yeah, that whole scene, and then do you remember him kissing his fat? That
Yeah,
one?
Austin
I
Butler.
don't know any of the
character.
names, any of the characters' names.
I know the actors, but yeah, Austin Butler kissing his big daddy worm.
Yeah,
He goes in for seconds. Yeah.
I would too,
Which
I would
apparently
too.
wasn't scripted. Like apparently he just did that.
See that?
He's crazy.
That's how you know he's crazy.
He is crazy.
Did you see Kung Fu Panda 4?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
Did you?
I did. I took a nap during it.
Was it
I
good
thought-
though?
I thought it was really good. I thought the first half was really good. It was better than 2 and 3. 2 and 3
Okay.
to me were hot garbage.
Was it better than Puss in Boots? The new one? No, nothing's better than that.
No, Puss in Boots was actually like I would see that right now. I might watch that right now because I still have like a couple days left of Peacock since I canceled it, or maybe I don't. But yeah, I saw the movie for free because Sam had like a Verizon thing. It was like free Verizon customers. Kung Fu Panda 4 for free. Yeah, I was like,
fun.
yes, let's go. Did you see the new Ghostbusters?
No, I wasn't interested.
Yeah, it's. Did
Is
you
it
like
good?
the first one with like Paul Rudd coming back?
It was fun.
Yeah, this one is awful. This one's
Really?
awful. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was pretty good. Like, I like the vibe.
Yeah, the first one, the music, like the like all the lore, you feel like magical. It feels like Back to the Future at first.
It feels good.
This one, it feels like Ice Age, but like Ice
Isn't
Age.
it like an ice ghost?
Yeah, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. Like it just it feels like you're watching Ice Age, but like it should be Back to the Future. But like I don't know how to describe it, but I didn't like it.
Interesting. That's really interesting. What else?
Godzilla X Kong.
Did you see that?
I didn't. I wish I did. I wanted to. Like I was telling
I want to see it.
yeah, my homie at work,
haven't seen
Horacio, was like, that movie's mandatory to see. He was like,
Mandatory. I love
mandatory.
Godzilla.
And then we both didn't see it. And
What the hell?
yeah, he was
That's
like,
so
bro, it's
funny.
mandatory. And I was like, okay. We need Josh because he saw First Omen.
I haven't seen like the beginning of this year. I didn't see a lot of movies.
Me
I'm
too.
only seeing like this.
First
later
Omen
half of
and
the
Monkey
year.
Man. I didn't see either
I watched
one.
Monkey Man. I really liked Monkey Man.
Huh. What is that even about? Like, should I watch it? What is it too bloody? Isn't it like John Wick creators?
It's like John
or-
Wick. It feels like John Wick, but like with a sexy brown man. And like, yeah, cause like Dev Patel,
No
I
longer
think,
a sexy white man, sexy brown.
yeah, almost better.
Like,
And,
what is
like-
the monkey part of it?
You just have to watch the movie.
Does
Basically,
he like
okay.
learn from a monkey? So he like
No,
rips
no, no,
people's
no, no.
wieners off?
Maybe
'Cause
I
that's what monkeys do.
You should just not. You should just go into it because
Okay.
I didn't know either. I was like, huh? But yeah, it was really good. Dev Patel is just so cool. I
Now
love
I'm
him.
thinking
I have a
about
crush
when
on
does
him.
that monkey movie that you sent us on
Oh
Twitter
yeah,
come
the
out?
new horror movie, and he's like.
Is
a
that this
monkey.
year?
I think so. I don't know. We have to
Can't
look
wait
on
to
Twitter.
talk about this.
Yeah, Monkey Man was good. We'll have to. Should we watch the First Omen? Have a scary movie night.
Oh my gosh. I don't remember what Josh said about that movie.
He liked
But-
it, I think.
Yeah, he said it was good actually. Yeah, you're right. He was like, "Oh my gosh, Dad, have you watched this movie?" Because there's it's
a
like
prequel to
yeah, it's a prequel.
an older horror movie.
Yeah, we
I
can
think.
watch them maybe. I don't know what it is about watching scary movies at your own house, but
We probably
something doesn't
can't.
feel right.
Angie won't let it happen. She'll probably be like, no demons in the house.
Let's
Especially
just,
that
like,
one.
We have to watch it on like a neutral site with a projector in a field.
That's so scary. A
But then
projector in the
instantly-
field.
Instantly get in your car and run, or like run away.
Or we'll watch it in the car, like a drive-through. You know,
Rent out the drive-in.
yeah, the drive-in.
Yeah,
Okay.
with like a few freaks. Challengers?
Oh,
see it.
movie of the year. Wait,
You
you
could-
haven't seen it?
No, I was watching. We were at the theater together, but I was watching The Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? It was like you
I haven't
and
seen Fall
Josh.
Guy.
and- Fall Guy was really fun. You should see
Challengers
that.
was really fun.
I
Oh my
don't
god,
think so.
the music! Oh my god, no, you have
keep
to watch
saying
it.
that. You have to send me the score. Do I really have to watch? I don't feel like it.
You have to watch it. It's not even that freaky. There's
What do you
no
mean
sex.
freaky?
There's no sex.
Oh, you mean
scenes.
freaky in that way? I was like, is it a
Yeah.
horror movie?
It's not freaky. It's just like good and
Is it a
intense.
good sports movie? Good sports.
It's a good
movie?
sports movie. Yeah.
Like
Honestly-
at the end, are they like all like, yeah, let's go?
Oh, it's so intense. It was so intense. It's like watching the Super Bowl.
You're kidding.
I'm
'Cause
not
the Super
kidding.
Bowl was good. You remember?
And then
with Taylor
the
Swift?
music. Yeah, and the music was like so good with it that oh my god, you want to go play tennis. Let watch challengers.
Is
and
that
get
why
back
you
to
were
me.
like, let's play pickleball right
yes,
now?
I was like, let's go. Oh my god, and like I want to listen to that music and be like, dun. Yeah. Oh my god, so good. Well, you know the guys who made the Challenger score also made the Social Network score, which is like an amazing score.
Who is
Have you
it?
seen the Social Network? Trent
Yeah.
Reznor.
Oh, okay. I love that
And-
guy. He did Soul with
Yes,
some
he
guy.
did Soul. Yeah, him and that guy.
The
They're like
guy
a
that's
duo.
really talented. I forget his name.
They're a duo and they make amazing music.
Yeah.
And they did Challengers and it's amazing.
Okay, I trust you. I trust you on that. Now that you said Trent Reznor, yeah, I trust you.
Yeah.
Also, what's that movie with Ryan Reynolds? That he's like in a La La Land, like he falls in love. It's like a video game movie.
With Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
Yes.
Reynolds.
It's like
movies.
an AI thing. He's in
Yeah,
the,
I'm trying to
isn't
remember
it called
what it's
something
called.
guy as well?
Yeah, but like I think so. Dang
I
it.
like that movie. That movie
Yeah.
was fun. I like that movie.
I swear the Fall Guy kind of feels like that movie.
Okay. I still need to
But
watch that
it's
movie.
more in real life.
Okay.
It's more in real life because it's like, it's not a video game. It's like an actor. Like,
Right.
or it's like an actor, and then there's the stunt man who like takes the fall for him. But like, there's like a bigger, like crazier story behind it. I feel like you should watch The Fall Guy. I feel like it's really good. Emily Blunt is like actually hilarious, but Ryan Gosling is like he's a comedian in that movie, and I
Really?
feel like you would like it. I feel like you would
Okay.
like it a lot. I wish
I
like
need
it
to
makes
watch
me
it.
think. It makes me wish like that he was in like The Quiet Place. Like I wish like they have better chemistry than the married couple. Whatever.
Really?
Jack, whatever his name is, not Jack.
Krasinski?
Yeah, John
John
Krasinski.
Krasinski.
Yeah, I'm like they got better
Oh
chemistry.
no, they're so cute together though.
They are. But... And then Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I didn't see it.
Didn't see it either.
I wanted to see it only because that's the guy who's doing the Legend of Zelda live action movie.
I want to watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Because I just like to keep up with that, but I just haven't.
Me too. I think it's on Hulu.
Okay, yeah.
But Furiosa, I didn't see it. I heard it
No,
bombed.
I heard it did bad, but
I heard it's good, but
I'm
it
sure
did
it's a
bad
good
at
movie
the box
still.
office.
Yeah, exactly. I love Anya Taylor-Joy, so I really want
Garfield
to
came
see
out
that.
that same weekend.
Whoa, I'm
came
so
out.
mad. I told Mom, I was like, we're supposed to see Garfield. And she was like,
I
you didn't
remember
want
the
to go.
text in the family chat about Garfield. Like, who's going? Who's going? I don't remember what I was doing.
That was me.
But, yeah.
I wanted to see Garfield so bad. Still do. I'll go see it.
I think it was like a solid like reviews at least.
Really?
For
okay,
audience.
I need to watch all
audience.
these movies, like,
Hmm.
actually.
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Oh, that
might
was
be,
such a good movie, actually.
That might be one of my top 5 movies of the year. Right
of the
there.
year? Really?
I feel like I
I'm
haven't
trying to
seen
think.
too many movies this year, but that movie just like in my head.
It was fun.
Like the bromance in there, DJ Khaled, like
yeah.
just the
DJ
comedy
Khaled.
of like
It was funny.
the son, Will Smith's like son that was like with the drug dealer, and like the blonde dude that's like kind of like Zac Efron with Vanessa Hudgens. I was like,
Oh,
why
yeah,
is this
yeah,
like High
yeah.
School Musical vibe?
I will say, like, I'm not a big fan of comedy. Comedic movies, I guess. Like, I hate cheap, like, perverted comedy, you know, where you're just, like, dirty and that's what's funny about it, because it's like, you're not usually saying stuff or doing stuff like that in a movie. That's why you're laughing. I hate that stuff, you know? You have to earn my laugh. I like a little silly, I like a little silly banter. I don't like a dirty comedy. So I actually
same.
really liked that movie.
Yeah, that movie was.
It was funny.
I was going in expecting like just a typical like movie that Dad would like, just explosions and stuff, and I did not expect it to be that funny because I swear none
I
of the
didn't
other
either.
ones were that funny.
I've
Did-
never seen the other one.
I have. They're pretty good. Did Anyone But You come out this year? I feel like it did.
Did it? Check. I think it may have been last year,
Oh, okay.
but I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. I didn't see it in my list
It was last year.
that I was looking
That's a
at.
great
Oh,
movie, though.
Yeah.
Bringing
Quiet
back
Place Day
rom-com.
1 came
That was
out this year.
okay.
I thought it was the worst of the Quiet Places, and
Definitely.
probably the worst of like the horror movie genre. Like, even though it's not really horror, but like that I've seen this year. Like,
It
I
was
haven't
just, like,
seen much.
It was
but
just
it's
like
boring.
weird. Like it was good. There was nothing bad about it, but there was nothing amazingly special about it. You know, it was just kind of there.
I
like,
just
I
wanted
could
it to
go
be more
without.
interesting.
Yeah. It was more like, I don't know, it was boring. More following like that girl's life and like, I don't know, just felt like they wanted us to feel really bad for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The cat lady.
Yeah. I don't know. Just nothing special about it. In my
I know that they
opinion.
do have a Quiet Place Part 3 coming out next year. Because Quiet Place Part 2
I am excited.
ended on
I
like
love
a
Quiet
cliffhanger.
Place. I guess, yeah, for day one, I guess I would want to see more of like, I guess they just so quickly adapted to life with
Mhm.
that, you know? That's how it felt. Where like, I don't know. I want to see more of a struggle.
Yeah, true. I like that. Do you see Despicable Me 4?
No. And I love
Yeah.
Despicable Me.
It was really bad. You dodged
Really?
a bullet. You dodged a bullet. I'm not even kidding. It was awful.
Really?
Like a few laughs, but like not a good story.
Really?
Sadly,
Oh,
like,
that sucks.
I
The
thought
first
Despicable
one
Me
always
3
makes
was
me
good.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Look.
all the other Despicable Me's.
They
Oh my
were
God.
so good. Minions was good, I thought, and this one
Mhm.
just I think it might have reached its end.
That's so sad.
And then there was Long Legs. We don't have to talk about that. Twisters.
Loved it. I haven't seen Twisters.
Oh, you didn't come with us, huh?
No, I didn't feel like going to the movie theater.
Oh my god, Twisters is actually so good.
I'll watch it. I know I need to watch it. It has two of my baby girls in it. Daisy
Ooh.
Edgar Jones, Glenn
Oh, okay.
Powell.
Baby girl Glenn Powell. No, Glenn Powell.
He's baby girl now.
Is like he made the movie feel like an event. I was like, is this
Really?
an Avengers level threat that we're facing with this guy? Because he's like
That's
the
so
crazy
funny.
cowboy. He's like, I'm gonna wrangle this tornado, and like it was just like,
He's like Captain America, but for tornadoes.
yeah. Every time he came on the screen, I swear my the aura in the theater was like up
Your
1,000.
cheeks clenched.
Yeah, he was just so funny. And, like that was beautiful.
That's
We don't
so
have to get
funny.
too deep into it, but Deadpool and Wolverine was the next one that came out.
Oh, I loved it.
That was such a good movie.
It was fun.
Like
it was good.
the opening scene, was that your favorite scene of the movie? Because I feel like that just made the movie. Like that locked me in. I was like, I still haven't
I
seen
was-
Deadpool 1 and 2.
Oh my god.
And
It's
once I
definitely
saw
my
that, I was like,
favorite
"Woo,
of the
I'm in."
Deadpools.
It's your favorite? Okay.
I don't know, it just felt like so intimate with
Mhm.
Deadpool. And yeah, the opening scene, I was literally like a baby watching Coco Melon. Like I was having so much fun.
Cocomelon.
I could watch him do that all day, you know? Like I was having
Yeah.
so much fun.
It made me wish there was more Chris Evans. Like after the end credit scene where he's like talking.
Chris Evans is so funny in that movie.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
the
was
end
getting
credit.
like what is that movie? Scott Pilgrim. It was giving me like Scott Pilgrim
Yes.
vibes.
Yes. Oh my god. And it like made me remember how much I love Chris Evans outside of like Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
Loki, I was becoming a hater. I was like this boring, pale, stale white man. I was like,
Was
he's
the-
not even that cute. Everyone
Was he
just thinks
boring
he's
in
cute.
Knives Out? I
No.
forget. Okay. That was like something
he's
that brought
fun in
him sort
Knives
of back.
Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably like all the Apple TV shows that Josh is asking us to watch that he's in.
Yeah. Like, but in him and Scott Pilgrim is so funny.
Yeah, his look in Scott Pilgrim, everything, the jacket. I'm like, this man is hilarious.
So funny.
I didn't see Borderlands, but I
Neither.
saw
Heard it was
how.
awful.
Yeah, that's the same guy who did Planet of the Apes, who's doing the Zelda movie. I'm scared.
Really?
I'm
Is it
scared.
a live action Zelda movie?
They're doing live action.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's your
But
dream cast?
Nintendo's overseeing it though.
Oh, okay.
Like Nintendo's not gonna let them touch any.
I want Hunter Schafer for Princess Zelda.
Hunter Schafer. I would have to like think on a cast. I can't.
Or
I
Anya
want-
Taylor-Jones, Princess Zelda.
Anya
Or
Taylor
Joy.
Jones. Oh,
Taylor-Joy, sorry.
But she plays Princess Peach. I was like,
But not live action.
I know.
She could be so many princesses.
I can't think of anyone. I'm just thinking of all the meme casts, like Dwayne the Rock as Ganondorf,
No.
and Tom Holland as freaking Link, and
That's
Zelda.
so awful.
I can't.
I
think.
really like Hunter Schafer.
For some reason, I'm seeing Ryan Gosling as Link, but I really
Bruh.
don't want that. But no. I already
don't
know that Nintendo is gonna put whoever is like the A-list actor
You
at the
think
time.
so?
So they're gonna be like, Glenn Powell's going crazy.
Glenn
Let's put-
Powell as Link.
They're gonna put like they did that
What?
with
He
the
could do
Mario
it.
movie. They're like Jack Black, like Chris Pratt's in everything. Let's put Chris Pratt.
Okay, but it's different because it's live action.
Yeah, true.
How are
That's-
they gonna do that? I don't even know.
I'm not sure, but they're gonna go so hard on it. I already know. It kind of cringes me. Like,
Don't think
thinking
about it.
live action.
Don't think about it.
I can't think of like a single actor. Like, that's so gross. That's so gross. Come back to me on the next podcast. That's our topic.
Okay.
I'll come up with some actual casts.
What's
But
next
we-
movie?
Alien Romulus.
Oh my god, I loved Alien
we
Romulus.
just saw that. Yeah.
So good.
that
oh
was
my God.
incredible.
The girl,
I was
what's her
so
name?
lucky.
Kaylee Spaney. I love her. I fell in love with her.
Is that the main girl?
Mhm. Yeah, I fell in love with her. She's so cool. Everyone's saying she looks like Ellie from
Oh,
The
I know who you're
Last of
talking
Us.
about. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I know who Ellie in The Last of Us is, but
Yeah. She's so cool, and I love that movie. I like that it was like classic Alien, but like different and freaky.
yeah, I didn't realize it because I don't really pay attention to Alien stuff, but it takes place in between Alien 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And it did have that old school like vibe. It had that, I don't know if that guy
Yes.
was
the
like
vibe at the beginning, like all the shots that they did, like the little extra stuff. Oh, I loved it so much.
Yeah, they really like the sound in that movie was like kind of spooky because it wasn't like super quiet every time like they're in space and then like the elevator scenes freaked me out. Didn't someone get like grabbed when they were like climbing up
Yeah.
or falling down?
When he
And,
grabs her with his tail and
I don't know his name, but the main girl, her robot, her brother,
yeah,
he was my favorite character.
I loved
He was,
him.
like,
he was such a good actor.
Yeah, he like creeped me out. I felt bad for him in the beginning when he was getting like destroyed by that dude, and then or by the like Mexican dude that was on the boat with them or the ship with them.
The Mexican dude.
Remember, he was just like bullying the
Oh,
robot.
the little jerk.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was Mexican.
I just assumed he was. He seemed like a typical like cool Mexican dude
That's so
to
funny.
me, but. Yeah, and then
As
the
a
baby at
Mexican
the end
yourself.
was just like, yeah, exactly.
The baby. Oh my god.
The baby at the end, every now and then I see him, but it kind of went away.
He
'cause
was
that's-
so scary. Okay, what was so scary is like that movie is so loud, and then that baby came and it was so quiet, and he was just staring at you. It was so funny though. Like, I don't know, like those movies don't scare me as much. Like I'm screaming at the jump scares, but oh my god, that was freaky. Like
Yeah.
you go into an alien movie knowing what to expect.
I was not expecting that though. I knew it wasn't over because Sam like patted me on the back like we made it through because she was scared. And I looked at her and I was like, it's not over yet.
It's never over.
It's not over.
Okay, it's actually never over. You think you leave, you're on the ship, you leave, it's never over.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always a final fight. And oh my god, I like kind of like expected that alien thing, like when she
Injected
the girl
herself?
when the girl who
Dora?
has the baby, when the first face sucker impregnates that other girl, right? She goes back to the ship.
Yeah.
And she is the one who witnesses the little alien pop through her ribs, right?
Mm-hmm.
They
were calling back.
It was foreshadowing, right, of what was going to
Yeah.
happen because she's pregnant and she's like, oh my god, that's gross. That's going to happen to me. Like a little thing's going to pop out of me. I was like, oh my god, the foreshadowing on this is crazy. Is that she's going to have the freaking baby with like, ew. But yeah, I was like, why'd she do that?
And then the little baby's like coming back to mommy to like.
And he grew
like,
so fast. Oh yeah, that
yeah.
was so. He was like, "Mom, please."
I looked away when that fool came up.
I
the
couldn't
Dora
watch
the Explorer chick, whatever her name,
Yeah.
Isabel Merced. I was out. I was
Yeah,
looking
I
either
did not
way.
like
I was like, nah, I'm not seeing this right now. No, this movie's rated R. I'm not seeing this baby go
Yeah,
after
he was really
like.
gross.
But
But that was such a good movie. I love the Alien franchise. I love that they use a lot of practical effects.
yeah, it
And-
felt like an old school movie.
Yeah, it's because they make movies like old school. Like, yeah, it's really cool.
They
I want a
make movies that
xenomorph
make
costume.
money. No, you don't.
I do. I think it's
For
so
what,
funny.
Halloween?
I just think it's so funny that it's real and like there's somebody like I don't know, because they don't use VFX for like a lot of the xenomorphs. It's like a costume or like a machine or whatever. But I want one.
We'll get you one.
I love the xenomorph
I would
because I have the
nightmares.
Fortnite skin too. You know, I want it in real life now.
That makes me want to play Fortnite just to be on your team and like
Oh yeah, and see the
come up
xenomorph
behind
dance.
somebody.
I have a dance
Yeah.
that he does that is so cute. He's like, dun, 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 dun. It's so cute. It makes me laugh.
See
every
it. I
time.
want to see it.
Yeah.
We have the last movie. It just came out this weekend, though, and it got the worst reviews ever. So, The Crow.
What is it? Oh, what is that?
It's like a old superhero. It's like a comic book movie.
Oh, wait.
but it has
wait,
the guy
wait.
who played Pennywise.
I saw the
as
trailer.
the main guy. He's like a bunch of tattoos.
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, it got like really bad reviews, like worse than or similar to Borderlands. Yeah.
Yikes.
But that's all the movies that have really came out this year.
That's cool.
Next episode we can get into like what's coming soon because I think in 2 weeks is Beetlejuice.
Ooh, okay.
So we could talk about that. I don't know. We're an hour and 30 in, so I think we're
this is a really good starter.
yeah. I think we can.
Now we have to think of a name.
What's her name? I don't know.
We'll have to decide off the podcast.
All right. If you guys have a name for us, drop it down into the comments section because just name ideas. Just name ideas if you have anything. We would love to hear it. We don't have anything good. ChatGPT's not giving us anything too great. But I mean, what did you think about those random names that I said earlier?
I think we could do something better.
Yeah.
That's more unique. Yeah.
True.
I'll think about it because I haven't really been thinking about it. So I will.
Yeah, I need you to think about it. I feel like you're more creative with certain
think about
things. Yeah. But any final thoughts, Rissa? I want to play some music as we head out.
This was fun. If you listened to this the whole way through, thank you, and we love you. And please tell us your thoughts on our first podcast. We love to yap. We love to be offensive towards your favorite Marvel movies. Any final words?
We should rank Marvel movies. I think
I'm down.
at some
I'm down
point
to do a podcast ranking
But-
them.
we should get more than just us on, and we have to come to a collective agreement on each one. So it's like a crazy list.
Tell
I
us who
think.
you want to be in the next podcast. Do you want to see Josh? Do you want to see Kaylin?
True.
Do you
wanna
want a
see
special
DACA?
guest? Do you want to see DACA? Do you want to see
wanna
Phelan?
Do you want to
Who
see a
I'm
celebrity?
rhyming right now. Yeah, we can call up our good celebrity friends and see.
Does Phelan watch movies?
She watches movies, I'm sure. She
Like,
actually told me, she's like, I love that your family goes to the movie theater. I want to go with you guys.
Tell her to move over here. We'll
I
invite her
know.
every time. We go to the
Said,
movies
I want to
so
be a part of your
often.
family and go to the movie theater. So, like,
Yeah.
you could come.
It's legit experience with all the food. Next time we're gonna have to like rank the Cinemark menu.
Yeah, I'm down, actually. I'm so down. That's so funny.
Yeah, that would be so good.
That'd be
and
so
then
funny.
We can get sponsored by them too.
Sponsored by Cinemark.
Yeah. And
Giving away a
free
Cinemark gift card.
stuff. That would be great.
And a 1-year Cinemark membership.
1 year of us getting free food there as well. Both of us.
Yeah.
Like,
Give me my chicken tenders.
yeah, one like
I'm
free
so
voucher
hungry,
every time we
too.
go. Okay, let's
chicken tenders.
log off, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys drop a comment on what name we're gonna be. But I feel like we need to use Rascals in our name.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why I just got
Okay.
that, but I'm hungry too. So
Okay.
peace out, guys.
Follow whatever this is on.
Yeah, true. I don't know.
Okay, bye.
Love y'all. Bye.